What is up, guys? This is me, Johnny Cooper 64 here with another YouTube video, and today we got some big news for you guys. Now before I start, I wanted to say that I got this news from my friend VV. I subscribed to him, long subscriber, and basically I wanted to share the news, spread this news to more people who aren't subscribed to VV. I will put his channel in the link below so you guys can go subscribe to him. He makes a lot of cool Sly Cooper theories and Crash Bandicoot news that I haven't done, so go subscribe to him. But anyways, let's get to the news. Dear Vicarious Visions, first of all, allow us to congratulate you on the immense success of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Its popularity is a statement to your talent and ambition in bringing the Crash Bandicoot franchise back into the mainstream. There are obviously many ways to build on the success, and one of that is frequently mentioned by the fan base is a potential remastered of the 2004 cult classic Crash Twinsanity. As you're aware, a lot of content was cut from that title, and now may be the perfect opportunity to bring it back and allow it to live up to its full potential. On behalf of a handful of us ex-Twinsanity developers, we will love to be involved in some capacity if such an opportunity were to arise, either as consultants or by creating new content. As a way of congratulations, may I present you to an exclusive piece of artwork to celebrate Twinsanity's 13th year, entitled Crash Twinsanniversary. This is also dedicated to the massive Crash Bandicoot fanbase, whose support and dedication has kept the orange marsupial relevant all throughout these long years. Best of luck in the future. Kind regards, Keith Webb. P.S. Everyone else, please research Coco Polo. Then it's, you guys can see in the bottom the signature of Keith Webb, former Twinsanity concept artist. Now what you're seeing right here is an art that Keith Webb made in order to celebrate Crash Twinsanity's 13th year anniversary and also Insane Trilogy's success. And you guys can see a lot of the enemies that were cut from the original game. Now what's so cute is that the letters in the bottom say time for Crash Twinsanity Remastered. You guys know that the Crash Twinsanity developers really want a remaster with all the cut content, and I do too, and all of you guys Crash fans also want the Crash Twinsanity Remaster with all the cut content. They aren't joking, they want this to happen. And with Activision wanting money and money and money, you guys know that this is gonna happen. Now this letter made me really happy because Keith Webb still has feelings for Crash Twinsanity and how basically the game wasn't completed and had to be rushed, and all the content was cut. Not all of it, but most of the content. Crash Twinsanity was gonna be really different if they basically put all the content, and as you guys can see in the letter, the Crash Twinsanity developers are willing to return to finish what they started. Now that sounds really badass if you tell me. Now Vicarious Visions could just do basically a copy from the PS2 and basically make a remastered, how they did to Insane Trilogy, but the Crash Twinsanity developers do not want that. They want all the cut content to make it basically what they always dreamed of. But what I'm about to show you guys will probably make you smile too, even if you still haven't smiled from what Keith Webb said. But anyways, this is what basically one of the developers from Crash Twinsanity wrote this, and let's get to it. He said, "Did you know the Traveler's Tales developer teams behind Crash Twinsanity, of which I'm one of them, meet up every so often and talk about the possibility of pitching a remastered version with all the cut content put back in, including the scenes shown below." And he shows the scenes that basically were in the PS2, if you get all the gems on Crash Twinsanity. Also, did you know that one of the producers on Twinsanity from Vivendi Universal now works for Vicarious Visions? Now this was posted way before Keith Webb made the letter and sent it to Vicarious Visions. Now this also proves that the Crash Twinsanity developers still want Crash Twinsanity to get remastered with all the cut content. Keith Webb said to Vicarious Visions that they'll bring back the Crash Twinsanity developers to help Vicarious Visions finish Crash Twinsanity with all the cut content and new stuff that they weren't able to make, or basically make new content. And basically proves the other guy who worked at Crash Twinsanity's point on saying, that they come back by time and show how, Crash Twinsanity could have been if they weren't rushed. Now, there's multiple versions of how Crash Twinsanity Remastered is going to be. Now, there's the chopped off version, which we have on the PS2, the, rushed version. And now there is the other one, which was supposed to add a bit of more content, basically completing the storyline, which we have right now on PS2. But there's also the one where Crash travels into space, more worlds, more enemies, and now that one is the one I want. Now, of course, I want the original levels, worlds, enemies from the original Crash Twinsanity to be in the remastered version. But since, Crash Twinsanity Developers want to help, and if Vicarious Visions accepts their offer and ends up working with them for the Twinsanity Remastered, then this means the game, basically Crash Twinsanity, the PS2 version, which is going to get remastered, could end up just being 25% of the game and 75% the kid content and new content that we'll add. And if this does end up happening, then I think that Crash Twinsanity could end up getting renamed and basically a brand new game, way more different than the PS2 version. So this goes for the ones who don't want remasters. Basically, this one is sort of a remastered. I mean, of course, it's a remastered. But with all the good content. Basically, the good content is new stuff, not remastered because it was never presented in the old game. Now, all this news makes me have a huge ass orgasm. But the thing that we need is a confirmation by Vicarious Visions, or basically Activision. Now, what do you guys think that Activision / Vicarious Visions? I don't know how this works out. I mean, Activision just publishes it, so it's basically Vicarious Visions' move. If Vicarious Visions accepts the offer, then they'll do it. But the thing is that I think that what Vicarious Visions wants right now is they're probably going to make a new game on their own currently. They're probably already working on a Crash Bandicoot 4, and there's a lot of people getting triggered for Wrath of Cortex probably not getting remastered. The reason why Wrath of Cortex not getting remastered is said in Crash Twinsanity, when Cortex was making a joke to one of the penguins, saying how Wrath of Cortex didn't do so well. And the reason why Wrath of Cortex didn't do so well is because Wrath of Cortex is just a warped clone. They added a bunch of unnecessary nitro cards that the remaster / original trilogy didn't have. Of course they have nitro cards, but they didn't overuse it like Wrath of Cortex did to make the games quote unquote difficult. The freaking platform levels feel empty, barely any enemies, barely any crates, and the freaking vehicle levels. Now that's the main thing why people hate Wrath of Cortex, because of the vehicle levels. The vehicle levels are so annoying. But anyways, I think that Vicarious Visions will end up doing a Crash Bandicoot 4 game and then a Crash Team Racing game. Now, Crash Team Racing is probably going to be the first thing on the list, and then a Crash Bandicoot 4 game. Then after that, of course, they're going to do a Crash Twinsanity game, because a lot of you fans of Crash want a Twinsanity, and that's like the #1 platform game that you guys want next. There's also Spyro. People want a Spyro trilogy remastered, but with what Keith Webb said in the letter, I think that the Spyro trilogy remastered is probably going to be put in a pause for now. Now, that'll probably be in my different video, or I'm going to be making a live stream about it. But that's pretty much it for this video. What do you guys think about Crash Twinsanity getting remastered with the help of the Crash Twinsanity developers, since, they want to finish what they started? How do you guys feel about this letter? Let me know in the comment section below, and make sure to check out VV out on YouTube. I'll put his channel in the link below so you guys can check out his channel. And thank you, dude, for informing me of this. And yes, I made a huge ass long video, so I don't try to copy what you said, try to give out my own damn thoughts. And I'm also surprised that you haven't played Crash Twinsanity, and you should really do it while you still have the chance before it gets remastered. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe, like for more Crash news, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! And Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, of course.